Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Today, we're reviewing Monday Night Raw. No, we're not. We're reviewing Friday Night Smackdown. Apologies, I need to know what days are. Friday Night Smackdown, May 5th. 2023, where's the final show before Backlash. And I will be reviewing Backlash on this channel. So be prepared for that. I was going to do predictions, but I didn't have time. So I'll do them at the end of this show. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my predictions at the end of this, after we do the review. That way I have them up, because I forgot to do a video, so I'm not doing a day of, so yeah, do them now. No, I'll do them after the show. You know what I mean. But yeah, we were live from Puerto Rico tonight on this episode of Smackdown, and a hell of a crowd. Maybe could be mic'd a little better, but I don't even think so, because like, that crowd was into this show. They were into everything on this show. It was amazing. Amazing to see. And we opened the show with the LWO, the Latino World Order, coming out for promo. It is Rey Mysterio, Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, Santos Escobar, and Zelina Vega. All of them coming out. The entire promo is done in Spanish by Rey. Rey talks entirely in Spanish, which is cool. Like, that's actually really cool. Because at first you might think, oh, that's not good for American viewers. And you're correct. However, it is amazing for Puerto Rico. And that's the important thing. Rey's doing it for television. He has to be able to connect with the audience around him in Puerto Rico. And Spanish is a better way to do it. And it worked because the crowd loved it. The crowd started chanting for Zelina Vega. I think it's the only time in history Zelina Vega's name has ever been chanted in any arena ever. And that's not a dig at her. I'm just saying, I think it's the first time a crowd has ever fully chanted Zelina Vega's name. But before she can speak, Judgment Day erupts. Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. The crowd hates Dominic. Dominic, I have a hot take. Dominic is the best heel in wrestling right now. Dominic is the best heel in wrestling right now. You cannot find a better heel for me right now than Dominic. I will argue with everyone on this take. And it might change through time. But right now, I can't find a better heel than Dominic Mysterio. Because MJF and all of them have to try really hard. This man doesn't do anything. He barely has to speak. He doesn't even have to speak. He tries to speak and the crowd boo him out of the building. And don't you dare come on here and say it's go away heat. It's not. Learn the difference. You cannot say everyone who gets booed is go away heat. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. This is not go away heat. Stop that shit. We end up having a mixed tag match, which is made. It's the SmackDown Women's Champ Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega. So that's our main event tonight. And this time it was fine. Nothing horrible on it. Nothing great on it. Just fine. It's just fine. We then got our next match. Our first matchup of the night, which was the OC, Gallows and Anderson, versus the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. I have no issue with this match itself. The match itself is fine. This baffled me, because I'm watching this, and, like, Gallows and Anderson are booked so well on this match. Like, they're booked as some dominant tag team, like, a great tag team together, and I'm like, that's amazing. Why did we have to wait for AJ to return to book them this way? Because AJ plays no part in this match. So you didn't even need to. You could have done this match during AJ's absence. Like, so weird to me why Gallows and Anderson couldn't have been booked when AJ was gone. I've never understood that. But Anderson kicks Eric's knee to get control, but Ivar, when him and Gallows get in, just hit some nasty elbows in the corner. Gallows works over Ivar, though, as we... Ivar knocks Collins off the top with the distraction from Valhalla. We come back from the break, and Gallows gets a hot tag. Gallows hits a sit-out choke slam. I don't like to call the power bomb. So it's like a sit-out, I don't know, sit-out choke slam, sit-out power bomb, something like that. But Ivar kicks out. Eric shows some nice power, and he catches a boot and kind of just lifts Gallows up and slams him down. That looks cool. Ivar hits a splash, but Anderson breaks up the pin. Some point earlier in the match, also they hit a move that I just remembered called Brother Me Softly or something like that AJ calls it. I was like, don't ever say that again on television, AJ, ever. But OC is able to get control, hit the Magic Killer to win. Good, Gallows and Anderson pick up victories. I'm not complaining about that. They should have been able to pick up victories beforehand, though. Like, that's the issue I have. We then go to a video package. Triple H explained the world title tournament. And this is not... Why do they have to make the most simplest booking choice more frigged up? Like, literally, why? The world title is for the brand that didn't get Roman Reigns. That was Triple H's thing. That was the thing. The world title would be for for the brand that Roman Reigns isn't on. Which is Raw. Roman drafted the Smackdown. The world title is supposed to be Raw. Why are Smackdown people allowed to compete for this thing? It makes no goddamn sense. Who booked this shit? Hunter, what are you doing? Even if this is Vince, what are you doing? Because I was trying to figure this out. I'm like, okay, why would this bill have SmackDown people? I'm like, it can't be for anyone particular Vince likes, if it's Vince's choice. Because everyone Vince likes is a free agent. It means they can go to either show, so they could go to Raw. Unless, like, you're either going to tease Roman win it, which is fucking stupid, or have, like, Solo Sikoa in the match, in the world title match. I don't know what the fuck your thinking is here. I don't get it. It makes no sense. It makes no damn sense. This is really, really stupid. We get a Bianca Belair promo. She says nothing new, except for the fact that I think if she strikes midnight, either Friday or Saturday or something like that, I might even been mishearing her. Strikes midnight on one day, she's going to become the longest reigning women's champ of the modern era. That's about all she says. That's about worth note. Damage Control interrupts. Bayley says she made Bianca on SmackDown. Okay. Then they go to surround her, and also she insults Michael Cole. And Michael Cole responds by saying, great, glad she got drafted. I love the rivalry between Michael Cole and Barely. But yeah, they attacked Bianca. I thought Bianca was just gonna stand tall. She's like whooping some of their asses. But for some reason, she won't hit Io. Like, Io, she just keeps mouth trash talking. So then they beat her up. And then Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the women's tag champs, make the save. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Then they announced that Liv and Raquel are showing up on Smackdown next week. Which I remind you, they were drafted to Raw. What the fuck's the point of the draft? What the fuck is the point of the draft? I don't fucking get it. This one's somewhat still more justifiable because you could say they still drafted them because when they lose the belt, they have somewhere to go. So at least here you can even explain why Liv and Raquel are fine. The world title one will bother me more than anything else because it doesn't need to be defended by Smackdown people at fucking all. We get a random Karen Cross promo. He talks about everything's all lined up for you. And then they put on facade, and then when you take some from them, the facade comes unloosed or something like that. I stopped listening, and I don't know. I don't know Karen Cross anymore. We get a random-ass tag team match between the Street Profits and Imperium. It's a very short matchup, in my opinion. Vinci hits a dive onto the Profits after they do some chicanery. Vinci hits a moonsault on the Ford, but Ford kicks out. They work over Ford. Ford gets back in with a back suplex. We got a hot tag to Dawkins. He lays out everyone, hits the spine buster, tags him on, says Ford, it's the Fox Splash. 1, 2, 3, we're done. That's it. The Street Profits just win. He just wins, and I was just, okay, that was very abrupt. At least it felt very abrupt. I don't know if it was meant to be. They're building up the Street Profits. They keep giving them big wins, so I guess they're building them up for something. I'm going to assume if they split the tag titles up, I would at least hope. Cross my fingers, it's them that are winning them. If they split them up, because they're building them up. So if they're not, I don't know what the goal is. We then get a Cody Rhodes promo. Crowd do a loud ass whoa. So that was cool. Cody cuts a passionate promo. The emotion, the passion he has, his promo is electric, and he has the crowd into every word. Talking about, yes, he is still scared of Brock Lesnar. Everyone should be scared of Brock Lesnar, but it's the night before it's gonna be Backlash, and he has no time to be afraid of Brock Lesnar. He's gonna fight Brock Lesnar. And he says, he talks about when his coach Double A would say, once you reach the top, you're at the kingdom, and Brock Lesnar is the gatekeeper to the kingdom, which I love. Cody has the crowd eaten out of his hands, and he's very passionate going into the match with Lesnar. This match is a hard one for me to predict. You'll get my predictions at the end, but ooh, they're making this difficult. We then have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Karrion Kross. Kross is a knee to Shinsuke midsection on the outside. Kross sends Nakamura into the ring post to take control. Shinsuke makes a comeback. Kross hits like this. I was distracted by Scarlett. Kross hits like this big toss that Michael calls the Doomsday Saito, proving he doesn't actually know what the Doomsday Saito is, because he hits it later on in the match, and Michael just goes, he dropped him on his neck. I'm like, no, that's the Doomsday Saito. Michael. Learn your stuff, my man. You're better than this. You've always been better than this. Shinsuke. Shinsuke makes a comeback, though. Hits a nice kick. He goes for the Kinshasa, but crosses him on a nice lariat. Hits the Doomsday Saito, the actual Doomsday Saito, but Nakamura kicks out. Shinsuke gets back into it, hits some nice strikes, hits the Kinshasa to win. And yeah. Cool. Shinsuke picking up some wins. I don't know if they're planning for everything. If you want to do Shinsuke Nakamura at this rate versus Gunther on Raw, I will happily take it. I will happily take it. We then go backstage with Cameron Grimes thanking Adam Pearce for the opportunity, and then Baron Corbin interrupts, and Baron Corbin talks about him being the last draft pick and saying how it makes him irrelevant, and Grimes makes a joke about Corbin getting drafted at all. And they're going to have a match next week. And I'm looking forward to it. Because I love Cameron Grimes. To the moon. Love it. Love it. Love it. And then we go to our main event, which is Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega versus Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. I'm going to be honest. I've got to take notes for the first bit of this match. I completely forgot. It's just, generic. What you would expect, Not much, really. That's what I was going to say. It does get getting, though, Rhea working over Zelina. Rhea does go shoulder first into a ring post, and we end up getting a hot tag to Rey. Dom gets into the match, and Dom actually gets an offense. It's a Michinoku driver. But Rey kicks out, I think. Rey to 619 to Dominic. But Finn does a distraction. Rey stops him. Rey hits Eddie. Dominic goes to hit the Three Amigos. But I think it's after the second one, Rey just catches him in a small package and wins. So, Rey and Zelina get the victory. There's an attack post-match. Which is fine. Damian Priest then just shows up out of nowhere. Like, he's literally just not at ringside with them the entire match. Then Priest just shows up at the end to just stomps to Rey. Just so Bad Bunny can come out. Like, really awkward positioning and production of this. But yeah, the LWO and Bad Bunny come out to make the save. The crowd erupts for Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's music is what plays. The building comes unglued. It is amazing to see. LWO take out Finn and Dom, and then, does the dive and all that. And then Damian is left in the ring, waiting for Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny enters the ring. Dominic runs in and tries to tag him and gets smacked with a kendo stick, while Damian Priest escapes. And then Bad Bunny puts on the LWO t-shirt, and that's how we end the show. So yeah, not super a lot happens here. But it's a good show, though. But yeah, that is it for the Smackdown review part. It was just a fun show to lead up into, Backlash. And speaking of Backlash, we're going to do our predictions. I'm going to do my prediction at least. You can leave your predictions in the comments. I would love to know what they are. So let's start off. We'll just go in the order of how it's written down. First matchup, 6-man tag team match as Matt Riddle and the undisputed WWE tag team champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn take on the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Oh, I forgot about this segment. There's a backstage thing between the Usos and Solo Sikoa. They're talking about, like Jimmy's fired up saying, are you ready? Are you ready? And then he goes, Solo, are you ready? And Solo just keeps up taping his hand. And Jay, like, notices it goes up to Solo and goes, Solo, my brother asked you a question. And Solo just goes, I heard the question. And he just goes, all I'll say is I'm going to do my part. And you two, and looks at his taped up thumb, go, you better do yours. And walks away. And here's my question. What was he taping up his hand for? He had no match. Like, they literally had no... Why was he taping up his hand? On Smackdown, he had no match. He had no reason to be physical. Okay. But, related to that, I think Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami win. I think they have to win. Just so I can... Even though I know it'll probably continue, I want this to go to rest. I don't want to deal with these people near each other anymore. Mainly because it's fallen off the rails of what it once was. So just end it here. KO, Sami, and Riddle get the victory. Do whatever you're doing with the Bloodline on SmackDown, Roman. Just put it to rest. Just put it to rest. That's all I want. That's all I want. Our next matchup, so yeah, I have Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn winning. Next matchup is Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar's winning here. I think the Beast is gonna beat up Cody. This is a tough. This one was a tough one, but I think they're doing more with the adversity thing, because there's not enough adversity unless you just lose all the time. That's wrestling, right? Yeah. Fine, I guess. Like, I don't know. We'll see how the match actually goes. I hope it's not a squash. Like, that's the only thing I'm hoping for. That it's not a squash here. We'll find out. But I do think Brock is winning this match. We got Rhea Ripley defending a SmackDown Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. There is 0.0 chance in hell that Zelina Vega wins tonight. On this night. There is no chance in hell. Vince McMahon this shit, there ain't no chance in hell. Rhea wins by a fucking mile. There was no... I will go bold if Zelina wins. That's how bad. I will legitimately go bold if Zelina wins. Fucking quote me on this. Next up, we got a singles match of Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos for the MVP. And if Seth Rollins loses this, I'm going to be so pissed. If Omos wins this, I'm going to be so angry. Because he shouldn't. It's Seth Rollins. He should be the first ever world champion. It's going to be Cody, but it should be him. So Seth needs to win. Alright, Vince? Alright, Triple H? You put Seth Rollins over. Then we have Austin Theory defending the United States Championship against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. Now, Lashley stands a chance here. It's him and Theory that stand a chance because they're on SmackDown. Bronson's still on Raw, so he's not going to win because the IC title's on Raw. Austin Theory. Austin Theory, I think, retains. I think that they're still going to keep trying with the poor lad. Bless their hearts. They're going to keep trying. I don't think they're going to succeed. But, I think they're going to keep trying with that. And that's fine. Literally, that's fine. That's not a bad thing. It's not what I would do. That's all. I'd give it to Lashley or something like that. But I think they're going to keep it on Theory. They still believe in him. However, if you end up going from this and doing Austin Theory versus LA Knight, I will happily take that for the U.S. title. As long as you give LA Knight the belt. But yeah, Austin Theory wins a triple threat. Next one for the Raw Women's Championship is Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. It's going to be Bianca because they're going to do a belt swap, and I don't think they would do that to Io. Is have her win a belt and then just swap belts. I don't think they would do that. I think they want to do that moment between Rhea and Bianca of them switching the belts. But, like, in reality, this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For the two women on drafted the Smackdown fighting for the Raw Women's Championship. This does not matter at all. But yeah, Bianca Belair probably is winning this. I'm just going to say Bianca is. Then we got the main event. San Juan Street Fight as Bad Bunny takes on Damian Priest. Now my issue with this is not anything the match itself. It's that Michael Cole keeps referring to hardcore wrestling in Puerto Rico, and you don't want to doing that as the perfect place for a street. I'm like, you're not even going to compare on your best days to the violence they've had. Because they have seen some violence. Puerto Rican, especially hardcore Puerto Rican fans, they're watching their territories now. They've seen some violence. And this was violence. It's all good though. I think Bad Bunny's going to win in Puerto Rico, which is going to be really cool. The crowd is going to be very excited. It's going to have a lot of fun. I give respect to Bad Bunny for doing a singles match, especially a street fight, because he's going to be taking some weapon shots, my friend. There's going to be a bunch of freaking stuff going down. You're going to have LWO interference. You're going to have Judgment Day interference. You're going to have all that. But I cannot see Bad Bunny losing in Puerto Rico. I can't see it. So yeah, I think Bad Bunny wins. But they've done a good job building the story. I will give them that. I do appreciate what they've done there. So, yeah. Those are my predictions for Backlash. Please let me know what your predictions are in the comments. Let me know what you also thought of Smackdown in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all for the next one.